Okay, meanwhile, I'm gonna start explaining you what we're gonna do. We're gonna work with Matisse cutouts. So Matisse was an artist that used to work with different organic and geometric shapes and create different frames, okay, different art projects with these different styles. I'm gonna show you some samples, and then I'm gonna show you a style representation that I have in the computer so you can see the different designs that you could do, okay? So the idea is that we're gonna use the bright papers, starting with a square, and we're gonna cut it out, okay, to create these different shapes that you can see over here. So these are some samples. Look how, starting from a square, we can cut out different designs, okay, and then place them with the color papers and create new designs, new elements, and new definitions. So I'm gonna share with you, in my screen the ideas that I'm mentioning about Matisse. So you can see over here. Basically, we're gonna do it in the style of the positive and negative, okay? So you can see here that in the square, they cut out kind of two mountains and use it to inverse or have on a positive and negative way the design. So what I mean with positive and negative is that the positive shape, okay, is the one that you cut out. And then the negative is the empty space that you leave in that square. So look, we have many sample ideas over here. You can cut out either organic shapes, okay, they don't have like a specific shape or weight, and they're basically with a lot of curves, or you can do geometrical shapes or symbols. There's a heart over here, you have a square, curved line, you have here, it looks like a yud, like a Hebrew letter. Let me keep showing you. In this one over here, you have combinations. So there are organic elements over here in the bottom, and then you have some more geometrical here in the other two sides, okay? From only one yellow paper, look how many elements you can cut out and create different designs. This is another sample over here, okay? The same, you have geometrical, okay? There's a pyramid over here. This is like a candy over here. So whatever they cut out from that square, they use it on a positive inverse next to it. So this is a big black paper and the shapes are glued to it, okay? So you have like the green paper with the cutout, the negative, and then a positive on the side. You have like a key here, more organics, an edge. This one looks like a mustache. And this one at the end are animals over here. Okay, so you have the black one and the white one, okay? It doesn't mean that because you don't have all the definitions and the details of the animal or the detail that you're drawing, that you cannot know what we're doing, okay? Basically, with a few lines, you can accomplish and create different elements, different animals, different designs, okay? So this will be the work of Matisse. Matisse used to cut out these elements, okay, different organic or geometric elements, and then dispose it in the frames, creating colorful designs, okay? So you have these for ideas. You can see different styles, and we're gonna do our own designs today. Okay. So do you have any questions so far? What do you need? You need paper. So I'm gonna switch to the other camera so you can see, you can see my hands, okay? So now I put the audio through the one that has my hands and the papers over here so you can see in real time what I'm doing. So I brought 4 different color papers, and I brought black paper and white paper, okay? So what I need you to do is I need you to fold any color paper that you're able to find at home. so we can cut out a square. So first fold it in half. And then fold it in half again. Actually, you know what? Let's do like this. We're gonna bring the top corner to the side and do a triangle. That way when we cut it out, we know that we have an exact square. So I'm gonna repeat it. I brought the top corner and folded until I reach the side. I fold it into a triangle, and then I'm gonna cut it out here. So when you open this triangle, you're gonna have a perfect square. And over here is that you're gonna start making your designs. You can either do it with a pencil first, or you can start going with a pencil, make your drawings first, and then cut them out, okay? Whatever you prefer. So get a good scissor. And start cutting out. So I'm gonna try to do like a heart. I did the shape first, the outside shape, and now I'm gonna cut like an inner shape. Let me know if you have any questions, okay?
What are you supposed to do?
Okay, so basically, this will be my first design. And then you can put it over either a white or a black paper or whatever you have available at home. So in this case, the orange looks better than the black. So this will be my first design. Then you just need a glue stick to glue it to the paper. So basically, whatever you cut on your color paper, you must display it on the opposite way in the background. Okay, so you have a positive and negative effect. Let's go and do another one. So again, I'm gonna cut out the square over here. What I do is I fold the top corner until I reach the other side, and I fold like a triangle shape, and then I'm gonna cut out through that triangle. That way you have a perfect square without having to take measurements and a ruler and taking more time. So when I open it, I have my square over here. I'm gonna cut out some weight. So you can cut out any shapes that you want. As I showed you before, it could be organic shapes, okay? Or it could be symbols, or it could be geometrical shapes, whatever you feel more comfortable about it. If you want first to trace it with a pencil, you can also do it before you cut out the paper. If you're sure about what you're doing or you have extra paper, you can start cutting and see what comes out, okay? So for this blue one, I'm gonna go over a white piece of paper. So I cut out some waves, and now I'm gonna cut out, like in between. So I'm gonna take out this one and leave the next one. I'm gonna take out this one, and then leave the next one, like one on and one off. Remember the shape that you're cutting out, you need to rotate it, okay? Okay, so this one rotates here, this one rotates here, this one rotates here. This one rotates here. Let it be like this. So this will be another example. Again, when you're done, you must get a glue stick and glue it to your paper so you can keep it.
Do it. How do you do it? I go like this.
If you guys want, unmute yourself. And you can share your ideas, you can share your thoughts. If you already cut out one and want to share it with us, I'm going to show you another ones that I already did previous to class so you can see. Okay, so there is a square over here, and then I cut out lines on one side and lines on the other one, just flip them and glue them outside. This way you can create many different shapes. Okay, this is like a robot. Okay, you have the eyes over here, you have some like antennas or arms, and then the toes in the bottom. This one, you can see triangles, diamonds, squares. So it depends on the look that you want, okay? If it's more organic style or more geometrical style. Do you have a question so far? Okay, for the ones that just joined us, we're working with color papers, okay? I was teaching how to cut them in squares. You're gonna see that I have two cameras, one that you can see all my background, and then the one that I show you with my hands, the process, so you can follow it through. So what we're doing is we're folding the top corner of a colored paper to create an easy square. Why do I say easy square? Because we are not getting any rulers and taking measurements, okay? I just make sure to bring one of the corners to the side of the paper, and if it's really even, it's gonna give you a square. How? Just cut out over here on the bottom of the paper. And when you open it, you already have a square. Okay? So again, I fold it until it reaches the other side. I cut out the bottom piece. Okay, I fold it like this until the other side it was even. I fold it in a triangle shape, and then you cut out the bottom, and when you open it, you have your square ready to work. Okay, and then you will need some background papers to be black or white, whatever you prefer for the background. Okay, so I was sharing some that I already pre-cut, so you can see you can do geometrical shapes, you can do organic shapes, you can do any styles of shapes that you want. The idea is to create a positive and negative result, okay? And then you can make combinations. So let's say you want to do a butterfly. So basically, this one I'm gonna draw it first. I'm gonna look for the middle of the paper. I fold the square in half. That way, I have the middle of the paper, and I'm gonna draw a butterfly. If you feel comfortable about it, you can start cutting right away. If not, you can use a pencil to draw and collect the designs that you want, either erase if you need to, and then start cutting. So I did this one over here. I'm gonna put my scissor through the corner and start cutting around. So with this, you create a positive and a negative, okay? You create the positive, which will be like the shape, in this case, the butterfly, and the negative, which is like the emptiness you create in or leave in the green paper. I am finishing cutting the antenna. I'm trying to do simple shapes so you can see the results right away. That's what I brought some more difficult ones that I made before, so you have them as well as samples. Okay, so when you're done, as I was telling you a moment away, you have your negative piece, okay? And then you're gonna have your positive. I'm gonna cut out the half that I'm using. These will go in the bottom. And then, so now you have negative on the right side and the positive on the left one. So whatever you cut, you're gonna put it right next to in the same space. So this will be a simple sample or example of the positive and negative effects. So I cut out the butterflies, and then the piece that I cut out, I just flip it and glue it next to it, and that way you have the positive and the negative. Do you want to share what you're doing? Can I see some of your shapes? Okay, Joanne, good. Well, Jude, are you following? Do you need any more explanations? No?
No.
Okay. Salome, are you working? I can't see you.
Yeah.
So try different styles, try different symbols that you like, different shapes that you like. Use different color papers. If you have available at home, make sure you have a good scissor. And then at the end, when your pieces are ready, just use a glue stick, okay, to glue them to the paper. I brought for the background white and black, but you can use any combinations of colors that you have, okay? Any paper will work. Let me go ahead and show you again some of the samples that I have ready. So here I started with a square and I cut out lines in both sides. So remember we folded like a triangle shape to start so we can find the square shape. So I used that as the middle and then cut out stripes in both of the sides. Okay, so these ones are straight and these ones are like wavy. And then you take out the pieces and you flip them toward the outside, okay? And just glue them to the sides. And look how cool you can create with just a simple square. Look how cool the shapes you can create. I have some more right here. This one is more a standard square. Over here, it's diamonds, triangles, and rectangles. And then this one over here, you have some oval shapes, some curves, some triangles as well. look how many times you can cut out your pieces, okay? Let's say you would like to cut it out more. Let me go to my last sample. So we have this one over here. And if you want, we could add more decoration to it. Let me put the antenna here on the bottom part. I need to go here. So if you want to do it like more interesting, you can cut out more pieces from it. Okay, so this one will come again here, which is the first one that I did. And then I'm cutting out one more time. I'm just using or following the outline that we had for the butterfly. So what you do is you kind of flip the center one. So I cut out 2 times, and the center one, I flip it to the outside. And I kept the basic or standard one. So that way it looks more interesting. You can try with anything you want. You can do geometrical shapes, you can do organic shapes, you can do animals, you can do letters, you can do like your initials. Let me put this one aside and try. So this is how I started, just in case. I got my top corner of the paper and I fold it to the side, make sure that it's even, and then press. Okay, that way I create like a triangle shape, and I'm gonna cut out through here. Make sure you're using good scissors, okay, so you don't have your paper all scratched out. So I cut out this bottom part, and when I open it, I have my perfect square. No need of rulers or measurements. So let's practice with this. See. Let's use the J, since we have that name here to name the class. I'm gonna trace a letter J here very quickly using the pencil. Let me put it close so you can see it. I just draw the letter J. I can see it, I can see your drawing. So cut out the little pieces on the bottom and just place them, like flip them. So you have your positive and your negative drawing. Okay, so what I will do here is I'm gonna cut it out. I'm cutting out all the way this J, and I'm gonna do a positive and negative with the letter. You're gonna see how it goes. So basically, when you have to create a logo for yourself, it's very cool, this idea of positive and negative for a logo design. You could do it with your initial, where you flip one of the letters, or when you do like a positive and negative design, that makes it really, really cool. Let me show you how it goes. So here you have the negative J. And then we're gonna have the positive. So I'm gonna finish cutting out all the way to the top. And I'm gonna cut out this little piece over here on the top of the J, and here you have it. So here, you can do it with your initials and create kind of a logo or a design if you like, I don't know, like to be a DJ or for your Instagram account. You can use this technique to create your own logo. You can do it with your initials of your name and your last name, and it will give you like a very cool look. Okay? Good job. Now cut out the stripes that you have in the bottom, cut them out. So they go something like this. Cut them out, and then you can place the pieces that you cut
Like
out, you
this?
flip them, and you place them
Like this? I cut it
you
out
need an
like
extra
this.
paper. Yeah, awesome. Okay, guys, do you have any questions? Someone else would like to share what you're doing? Jude, Talo, you want to share your activities? You're just watching? Yeah, show me. Okay. Awesome, cool, perfect. So you see, Talo did a yellow one with a blue background. Awesome. Jude, do you want to share what you're doing? I saw you had like an orange paper, no? You saw your initial? So here you have a cool idea to play around with your initials, okay? I basically cut the letter, then I cut out the paper in half, and then I took out this little piece of your J and make sure to go to attach back to back the letters, okay? So you have the positive and the negative, okay? So this technique was used by Matisse, which is a famous artist, and where I showed you in the presentation before. Let me go one more so you can see his cells, because I don't think you saw it at the beginning. So this is what we're practicing today, and let me go all the way to the bottom so you can see Matisse's sign. So this is the way Matisse works, okay? He put the different symbols, organic, geometric, and basically overlap them and create like a funny and bright coloring signs. So we're trying to use that same idea to create different designs. It could be like a logo, it could be like a symbol with organic shapes, geometric shapes. You can use any colors you want, any styles that you want. Okay?
Yeah.
I hope you like the class. Are you ready for the summer break?
Yeah.
Good. Good, Joanne. Yeah, that's it. So now just put it on a paper and make sure to glue the little pieces on the bottom. So you have, if you cut out the pieces over here, you have to glue them here. So you get the opposite of them. Like this. Okay? Bye, guys. Stay safe. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming to the class.